1.15.
Family life is changing in the UK, but not in the way we might think. When the BBC did a survey of families in Britain, they expected to find that family relationships were suffering because of the decline in traditional family structures. However, some of the results were quite surprising. 58% of men and 39% of women aged 20 to 24 still live at home with their parents. 85% think that it is right for parents to charge rent to children over 25 who have a job and are living at home. 30% use the internet at least once a week to contact their families. On average, adults live 130 kilometres from their parents. 95% of people say that they have a close family. 60% of people have a meal with their immediate family every day. 26% say that their families never argue. 17% have family members who they don't speak to anymore. 75% think that families should look after grandparents. 75% of people are happiest with their families. 17% are happiest with friends.
1.16. 1.
So, what are you going to do next year, dear? Are you going to go to university? Adam, can you hear me?
Sorry, Gran. What did you say?
I said, are you going to go to university next year?
No, Gran. I've already told you loads of times. I'm not going to go to university yet. I'm going to look for a job. I need to earn some money.
All right, dear. You don't need to shout. I can hear perfectly well, thank you. What's the time now?
10 to 4. Shall I make you a cup of tea?
Yes, please, dear. That'd be very nice.
2.
Bye. See you tomorrow.
Bye. Hey, what do you mean tomorrow? Aren't you coming back tonight?
No, I told you about it yesterday. I'm going to a party at Katie's. I'm staying the night there.
Who else is going?
Oh, just the usual crowd. You don't know any of them.
Well, make sure you don't go to bed too late. And don't forget...
Bye!
Where's your coat? You can't go out like that. It's going to be cold tonight.
Bye!
Three.
Can I use your car tonight?
No, you can't.
Oh, you said you didn't need it. Why can't I borrow it?
Because you won't look after it. You'll drive too fast.
I won't, I promise. I'll drive really slowly. I'll be really careful.
Oh, all right then.
Thanks. See ya!
One 1.17.
My sister's going to adopt a child.
Are you going to buy a new car or a second-hand one?
I'm not going to go to New York tomorrow. The meeting is cancelled.
1.18.
Barcelona are going to win. They're playing really well.
Look at those black clouds. I think it's going to rain.
1.19.
Lorna and Jamie are getting married in October.
We're meeting at 10 tomorrow in Jack's office.
Jane's leaving on Friday and coming back next Tuesday.
1.20. 1.
I'll have the steak.
I won't tell anybody where you are.
I'll carry that bag for you.
You'll love New York.
I'll be at home all afternoon.
2,
Shall I help you with your homework?
Shall we eat out tonight?
1.21. 1,
Are you coming home for dinner tonight?
No, I'm going out with my friends.
2,
What are you going to do in the summer?
We're going to rent a house with my sister and her husband.
3,
Do you think they'll have children soon?
I don't think so. Not for a few years, anyway.
1.23. Personality. What are they like? 1,
Selfish people think about themselves and not about other people.
2,
A competitive person always wants to win.
3,
Spoiled children behave badly because they are given everything they want.
4,
An aggressive person gets angry quickly and likes fighting and arguing.
5,
Charming people have an attractive personality and make people like them.
6,
A sensible person has common sense and is practical.
7,
A sociable person is friendly and enjoys being with other people.
8,
Anxious people are often worried or stressed.
9,
A moody person is happy one minute and sad the next, and is often bad-tempered.
10,
Independent people like doing things on their own, without help.
11,
A bossy person likes giving orders to other people.
12,
An affectionate person shows that they love or like people very much.
13,
A jealous person thinks that someone loves another person more than them or wants what other people have.
14,
A sensitive person can be easily hurt or offended.
15,
An ambitious person wants to be successful in life.
16,
A reliable person is someone who you can trust or depend on.
17,
A rebellious person doesn't like obeying rules.
18,
A stubborn person never changes his opinion or attitude about something.
1.24. Opposites.
Clever,
Stupid.
generous,
Mean.
insecure,
Self-confident.
lazy,
Hard-working.
quiet,
Talkative.
shy.
Outgoing.
1.25. Negative prefixes.
Unambitious.
Unfriendly.
Dishonest.
Unimaginative.
Unkind.
Disorganized.
Unreliable.
Unselfish.
Unsociable.
Untidy.
Immature.
Impatient.
Irresponsible.
Insensitive.
1.26. 1.
jealous, anxious, ambitious, generous, rebellious.
2.
Sociable. Reliable.
3.
Responsible, sensible.
4.
Competitive. Talkative. Aggressive. Sensitive.
5.
Unfriendly, insecure, impatient, immature.
1.27.
This morning we're talking about family and family life. And now Danielle Barnes is going to tell us about a book she's just read called Birth Order by Linda Blair. So what's the book about, Danielle?
Well, it's all about how our position in the family influences the kind of person we are. I mean, whether we're firstborn, a middle child, a youngest child, or an only child. Linda Blair argues that our position in the family is possibly the strongest influence on our character and personality.
So tell us more about this, Danielle. What about the oldest children in a family, the firstborn?
Well, firstborn children often have to look after their younger brothers and sisters, so they're usually sensible and responsible as adults. They also tend to be ambitious, and they make good leaders. Many US presidents and British prime ministers, including, for example, Winston Churchill, were oldest children. On the negative side, oldest children can be insecure and anxious. This is because when the second child was born, they lost some of their parents' attention, and maybe they felt rejected.
That's all very interesting. What about the middle child?
Middle children are usually more relaxed than oldest children. That's probably because the parents are more relaxed themselves by the time the second child arrives. They're usually very sociable, the kind of people who get on with everybody, and they're also usually sensitive to what other people need. Now, this is because they grew up between older and younger brothers and sisters. For the same reason, they are often quite good at sorting out arguments. And they're always sympathetic to the ones on the losing side, or in general to people who are having problems. On the other hand, middle children can sometimes be unambitious, and they can lack direction in life.
And youngest children?
I was very interested in this part of the book, as I'm a youngest child myself. It seems that youngest children are often very outgoing and charming. This is the way they try to get the attention of both their parents and their older brothers and sisters. They are often more rebellious, and this is probably because it's easier for the youngest children to break the rules. By this time, their parents are more relaxed about discipline. On the negative side, youngest children can be immature and disorganised, and they often depend too much on other people. This is because they have always been the baby of the family.
Fascinating. And finally, what about only children?
Only children usually do very well at school because they've a lot of contact with adults. They get a lot of love and attention from their parents, so they're typically self-confident. They're also independent, as they're used to being by themselves. And because they spend a lot of time with adults, they're often very organised.
Well, I'm an only child myself, and people always think that I must be spoiled. Is that true according to Linda Blair?
Well, it's true that only children can sometimes be spoilt by their parents because they're given everything they ask for. Also on the negative side, only children can be quite selfish, and they can also be impatient, especially when things go wrong. This is because they're not used to sorting out problems with other brothers and sisters.